Greetings, Darlene here from Darlene's Garden. What do I mean at the end of my videos when I say, always seek the truth? I mean quite a few different things. It seems like nowadays in our culture, a lot of untrue things are being fed to us by various sources. And it's sometimes a little confusing to really dig deep down into your heart and know what you believe about things. There are some things that are easy to know what you believe. Other things are like, what should I believe? Is it true or is it not true, what I'm hearing? My opinion is that you need to do your research. You need to listen to the people that are telling you the truth. How do I know what the truth is? Well, the big stream people, media. I need to be careful how I word this so that YouTube doesn't decide I shouldn't be saying it. But it seems like they're the people that are misguiding us. When it comes to, say, certain viruses or diseases, listen to doctors that aren't afraid to bring the truth to you. And you know that it's true because they give you statistics from studies that have been done. And not just opinions from certain people that are in authority. Just because someone is in authority doesn't mean that they're right. Just because you hear it doesn't mean it's right. Do your research. Find out what the real bottom line truth is. Also, find your compass, your inside compass, and know what you believe. For instance, I'm going to give a specific example. I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that babies are human beings the moment they are conceived. And if you purposely get rid of that baby, it's murdering another human being. That is my personal opinion. But that can be backed up by scientific information. It isn't just a religious belief. It's a scientific belief. If you don't believe me, do your own research. So when certain people say that it's their bodies, they should have their own choice, it isn't just their body. There's another human being involved. And that human being needs to be treated with respect. I also know that if someone has a point in their life where they weren't respectful of that human, that we have a very great, wonderful, forgiving God, and He can turn lives around and forgive any wrong that we may have done and put us on the right path. I also know that there are things in our political world where we've been having a lot of untruths fed to us. Again, do your research. Find out what really happened. Well, I don't want this video to be super long, and I know that I have talked about some pretty serious things today. Not my normal video. I do have some gardening stuff that I need to do, but I'm getting ready here to go to church because it's Sunday morning. I know that church is important to me and my family. Another thing that I believe is that the only way to heaven is by accepting Jesus into our hearts, by faith, and only by faith. Works don't get us to heaven, not at all. Being a good person doesn't get us to heaven. Yes, because we have Jesus within us, we should be doing works. It's kind of, we do them because we love other people and because we love God. Not because He makes us do them to get in His good pleasures. No. He loves us. God loves each and every one of you and me. And He wants us to believe in Him. I have many friends that say that they're Christian, but they have ideas about things that are not very Christian. That's okay. I love them still. And God loves them still. And I don't feel that it's my job to preach at them because they're not going to listen to me. They only need to listen to that still small voice within their heart that tells them the difference between right and wrong, and that Jesus is the only way. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no man meaning humankind, not just male, humankind, no human shall come to God except through Jesus. There are other things I could ramble on about this beautiful sunny Sunday morning. I was going to look at my thermometer and see what the temperature is outside. It will show me in just a few seconds here. I will keep my head turned around so I can see my... There it is. Oh, we're not bad this morning. It looks like 68 degrees, and it is about 7:15 Pacific time, Pacific Daylight Time, here where I live in Athena, Oregon. I don't talk much about where I live either. It's somewhat high desert. It's not as high desert as further east in Oregon, not as high desert as other places in our world, but it's still high desert. A lot of people think when you say you're from Oregon, it's green and lush and we get a lot of rain. No, that's only on the west side of the Cascade Range. On the east side of the Cascade Range, we grow lots of sagebrush. The farmers are wheat farmers and pea farmers and corn farmers. And they grow things that survive in the hot. And need some rain. We have dryland farmers and wet and farmers that irrigate. Around here, most of the wheat farmers are what you call dryland farmers, meaning they depend on the rain in the spring in order for their wheat to grow tall and plump. And a lot of the farmers, every other year, one year they'll grow peas, the next year they grow wheat, and then peas, and then wheat. The peas help to replenish some of the nitrogen in the soil. I don't remember exactly what our yearly rainfall is here, but I think I've heard that it's around somewhere between 12 and 24 inches. I'm not real positive. I'd have to look that up I'd have to do my research. Another area where research pays. This year, this spring, we had way more rain than usual, but now we're not having much rain for a while, and it's been the temperatures between like high 80s to low 100s, back and forth, and that's pretty typical of summer. If you want to know exactly where I live, you would have to look that up on a map, an Oregon map, because we're a very small little town. We live inside the city limits, so we're limited on animals per se. People are allowed to have up to 5 chickens, no rooster, and only if all the neighbors surrounding you approve of it. If you have any other kinds of animals, you have to get special permission from the city. For instance, some people just down the street, they have had goats. Now they have a big horse and a small horse. The other direction from our house, not even a whole block, there's a pretty good sized wheat field there. I'm surprised that we don't get deer here jumping into our yard and messing with my plants, but we don't. We've lived here 26 years, 25 maybe. I don't know exactly when we moved in, but between 26 and 25 years. Only one time in that whole time have we seen any deer go past our yard, not into it. They usually, around here, the deer like to be out in the wheat field because that wheat tastes yummy for them. My husband and I teach hunter education, which obviously, well, it's obvious to me at any rate, means that we are very much in favor of the Second Amendment. Our thought is you cannot have too much ammo or too many guns, because the truth about that is it isn't the gun that kills. It's the heart of the person that pulls the trigger that will kill another human being. Unless it's in self-defense, trying to make sure that your own self or your family stays alive. Well, I'm not going to belabor any of those things that I've told you about today. My beliefs, my thoughts about what I mean when I say always seek the truth. So on this beautiful Sunday morning, may the good Lord richly bless you. May whatever you grow in your garden and in your heart, may it flourish so that you may always seek the truth. Darlene here from Darlene's Garden, saying I will see you on the next video. Bye!